Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm taking a look at the Day of the Doctor Toys R Us exclusive, which I got at Toys R Us, funnily enough, but for like dirt cheap at like £4.39, something like that. Also, yeah, you'll have seen these hopefully in the new news that I've done, wherever that will be on the channel. And that, so yeah, I'll start off with the figure that I like the most, or one of the figures that I like the most from this set, which is easily the 11th Doctor with Fez, as it's very simplistic design, and just sort of overall design is simplistic, and it comes with the base. They all come with a base. It's very simplistic, but it works. You know, the only thing that's really new is the Fez. It's really simplistic and nice. You know, kind of got a little dot on the top as well. Or maybe you don't actually. You don't. He comes with his Sonic and that. Which, again, it literally is just a basic 11th Doctor 3.75 inch figure. So if you haven't already got that figure at all, then I'd get this set. Nice brown boots. Articulation is standard for a humanoid figure, you know, full 360 head. And that, arms go out, and that, and so on. So yeah, but nice figure nonetheless of the 11th Doctor from Day of the Doctor, where he was wearing the Fez and his Series 7 Part 2 costume, which is very sort of good costume, or darker costume for his character. Then we move on to the other figure that I really like, which is a Zygon. I don't mind the new design of the Zygons. I'm probably, my biggest gripe with it in the show is probably the three-fingeredness of them. So that seems to be a thing now with new series monsters, that they have to only have 2 fingers and a thumb. No idea why, but yeah. But just really nice detailing and texture. Similar articulation to the 11th Doctor pretty much, except you can't move the head, as that's just one plastic mould. And that, it's got really nice sort of depth to it as well, you know, with the blackness of his eyes and that. And you can move out the figure as well, or the ball joints there, and in at the knees, so you can kind of make him look like he's running. If I can get that right. This is a lot more tricky with one hand than you think, but yeah, you can kind of get him in a sort of running pose, and that, like so, like he's trying to catch the Doctor or something. And that, but and as I say, he comes with a stand as well, so that's nice. As obviously the Zygons were in the Day of the Doctor. Whether or not you think they were in it a lot is irrelevant. They were there last time I checked. Oh god. Okay, well, he's just fallen over and somehow survived. That is spectacular. He's a very tough Zygon to kill. But yeah, you got the Zygon there, and then you've got, lastly, the sort of most dull, most boring, and yeah, figure, in my opinion, the 10th Doctor. I mean, there are a lot of fans of the 10th Doctor, so you might be one of them. So you might just get this figure set for him, which is fair enough. If you are a big David Tennant fan / 10th Doctor fan, then, you know, more power to you, and you should definitely get this set. But yeah, he seems to have his spectacles. I think that might be the first time we've seen him with glasses in this scale. It's just that, as a collector of the 5-inch figures, and that when they were in their glory days, that was many moons ago, sad face, you know, David Tennant was pretty much the most done to death action figure, and so now to have to sort of get that with the 3.75 inch figures is just an annoyance. Then again, I think that Doctor will be the sort of, you know, over-saturated action figure of Doctor, in this scale at least. It's just the normal pin-up suit sort of thing. Sonic there, really nice little Sonic. Normal articulation as usual, so full 360 head, even though this one seems to be rather stiff. You know, arms can go out at the sides, in at the elbows, leg stuff and all that, so you know, you can move about and you know, you can get him in some action positions and that, if that's what you're wondering. So yeah, do I think this set is worth buying? If you're a big fan of Day of the Doctor and that, then yeah, it's a must buy and a bit of a no-brainer really. If you're a big fan of the 10th Doctor, yeah, buy it. If you're a big fan of the Zygon, or Zygons, even, or the 11th Doctor, then yeah, buy it. I mean, if you can find it cheap, buy it. If it's maybe more than £10 or you know, more than £10, I think you could easily miss this one, but if it's £10 or lower, I think it's worth buying. Then again, it's just personal preference, and at the end of the day, I can't really judge how much you like Day of the Doctor and how much you like David Tennant, the Zygons, or the 11th Doctor. So, you know, unfortunately, I can't really sort of say whether or not you can buy this one. It's gonna have to be up to your judgment and your sort of protocol. But yeah, I would give this a strong 8 out of 10. I think it's a strong set. I think the figures are good. You know, there are 2 out of the 3 that I really like, which are obviously these 2. Not so keen on David, but that's just me. You know, a younger version of myself would have been like, yeah, I love David, and maybe hated Matt. But yeah, love the Zygon, as I say, as an action figure, and decent redesign of it. But as I say, the three-fingeredness is, or that bit's a bit iffy. And but as a figure, it's nice. It's just I wish we had this new design maybe in a bigger scale, personally. But that's just me nitpicking. But yeah, 8 out of 10 from me. As a set, it's a brilliant idea, and I'm surprised they didn't do a proper, in my opinion, like sort of more mature, grown-up sort of figure set, 50th figure set with, say, John Hurt and I don't know, blown up Dalek, or a set like the Gallifreyan sort of soldier, you know, at the beginning that says, you know, Arcadia has fallen, him, and maybe a blown up Dalek, you know, and it could have been called the you know, Gallifreyan soldier and blown up, and battle damaged Dalek 2-pack, you know, would have definitely sold. Then again, it depends on how much price, but 15-20 quid for 2 figures. Big 5-inch figures, really detailed ones like the John Hurt one, would have definitely sold. Big numbers, but yeah, they missed an opportunity there, in my opinion. But yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. 8 out of 10 from me. Goodbye.